Well, I totally forgot that I wanted to see this movie. I love horror movies, but it seems as of late that Hollywood is just really doing uh, these movies to death. Um, Let me see. Let me see. Uh, Let me check something here. So, if they, so you got Dracula, Frank Langella. That came out in 1979. That was the greatest vampire movie ever. It really was because Frank Langella, uh, his acting is just so on point, and I think he's the best Dracula of all time. I hate to say that in the midst of Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee is, of course, a master actor, and of course, Christopher Lee was Count Dooku. Rest in peace, Christopher Lee. Count Dooku. Nobody else in the history of the world could play Count Dooku except for Christopher Lee. So it's kind of like a toss up, but I would say from my own ranking, Dracula 1979 with Frank Langella. The reason why, because he made a sexy vampire. He made a relatable vampire. He wasn't disgusting. He was sexually attractive to women, and you could see why women wanted him. In Nosferatu, the original Nosferatu, I don't know when that came out. Was it the 40s? It was a really early movie. Of course, they pictured Dracula as a disgusting, horrible alien-looking creature, right? And that is a classic, of course. That is always. I seen that one time, that black and white uh, Nosferatu, and it was he was a hideous creature. They did not really depart from that in this Nosferatu. I just saw it today, and what I will say about it is it did not break any real ground. They literally did a few departures from Renfield and stuff like that, but it really did not break any real ground. It was a mixture of the first Nosferatu black and white, and then they tried to add some elements of Dracula 1979 in. What I would say is I would not buy this because it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good to make me want to see this movie ever again. I like the filming. I like the period pieces, the walk in the town, the dark scenes, but uh, it just didn't work for me. I didn't hate the movie. I just would never see it again. It didn't really interest me. It didn't really. There were parts of it when I was just on my phone looking at something else because it wasn't boring. It just didn't break any new ground. What I will say about it is it was really graphic in the people that he was basically murdering. Basically, it was really graphic. I'm not going to get into any spoilers and whatnot, but it just did not warrant a purchase. It warranted a rental, and I would never see it again. So, I'm glad I saw it. Um, there's a whole lot more that I really want to see. But yeah, it was like I said, Dracula 1979 is my best Dracula ever, and I did like um, the Dracula with Gary Oldman. That was a really good movie. Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder. Those were really two great movies. The acting was really good. If you've never seen Dracula with Gary Oldman and Winona Ryder, you have to see it. It was really good. And an honorable mention goes to Blackula. I always liked Blackula. He was campy, but he was really good. So those are my top Dracula movie. The number one is Dracula 1979. I would say the number two is Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, and number three is Blackula. I love Blackula, and then number four, sad to say, I mean he should be number one, but I just these modern movies eclipse Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee is the master of acting. He really is. This man has been in so many movies that I've never seen before. So I would give Nosferatu a C because it just didn't pull me in. The acting was good, but all these people are I don't know who they are. They're no names. They didn't really compel to me. What I will say to have a final redeeming is the end totally surprised me. It was really I did not see the ending the way it did, and it really ended decent. I was like, wow, I didn't see it. So anyway, if you want to see it, you can rent it on YouTube, Nosferatu, and that's it.